From the Met Park Sports Center here in Pasay, we bring you the second of 4 games for this National Developmental Sports League Volleyball Series 2025. Up next for our second game, we have the AFP Lady Gunnar going up against De La Salle College of St. Benilde, Quezon. Ladies and gentlemen, good morning still to you. My name is Joel Parcon alongside my partner, Tati Dulce. Tati, good morning to you.
Good morning, everyone. Hello. Are you guys so excited? Because I am. I'm so excited.
As we await the start of this second game, it is going to be the first game of the College of St. Benilde, but AFP Lady Gunnars, they already are up 2-0 here in the NDSL Volleyball Series. And they have done so in terrific fashion, winning their first game 3-1 against Team Leon and 3-2 against DHTSI in their last game. The top performer in that game was Yonko Kimson, as well as Josaka Balsa. And this is a team of veterans that is poised to want to take their third win here.
I think what we're really looking out for is the experience level-wise. You know, we have a lot of young players here in Benilde. And obviously, as we know, the people in AFP, they're all veterans. All of them serve in the army. But here we are, we're so excited on how this is going to unfold, especially in terms of experience, how they're going to play strategy-wise with the newer plays and the older plays.
As speaking of excitement, you can see how excited the CSB players are.
Look at them holding hands.
Yeah.
Oh, all of them are holding hands.
Even the AFP team is also following suit.
Oh, yes.
Again, that congeniality of volleyball. I mean, what other sport do you have where teams actually warm up together, right? So you've got one team on one side doing the spikes and then the other team doing the reception.
Is basketball
No,
like
they don't
that?
do that.
Really?
They shoot on their own courts.
Guys, I promise. I know basketball. I am cultured.
So,
Number 7, Francis May Flores. Number 8, Yesa Kate Rojo. Number 9, Janine Ann Ramos. Number 10, Camilo Makata. Number 11, Sofia Margaret Badion. Number 12, Fiona Inocentes. Number 13, Ariana Riven Dua. Number 14, Angel May Almonia. Number 15, ICK Paga. And it's time to be the lineup for your AFP Lady Gunnar. Number 3, Nerissa Bautista. Number 4, Nari Yoko Kuzor. Number 5, Mary Jean Balse. Number 6, Marian Campillo. Number 7, Wendy Zemana. Number 8, Jem Nicole Gutierrez. Number 9, Joseph Ray Cabalza. Number 10, Divine Egia. Number 11, Lynette Mabayan. Number 12, May Denise Crisostamo. Number 13, Jenny De Los Reyes. Number 14, Zara Jane Gonzalez. Number 15, Cyril Sky Chavez. Number 16, Ganda Malaluan. Number 17, Gail Rose Valdez. And number 20, Jeanette Delianial. It is AFP Lady Gunnar. Our first referee is Joven Rasalis, national referee. Second referee, Daniel Calada, national referee.
as the two teams meet at center court for the pleasantries before hostilities start in a bit. And off of that the introduction of the two teams, you could see how comfortable and loose the AFP Lady Gunners are.
Yes, they were bowing.
Hmm.
I don't know if they were ready to curtsy at one point. But I guess that starts on a very good note. We have both teams ready to go and both teams ready to show their skills on court.
And start out with the starters.
As we are ready
First,
for the
from
starters.
your Benil Castle. Outside leader number 5, Angela Blair Castillo. 7, number 6, Zan Rhea Basilio. Opposite leader number 7, Francis Wayne Waters. Opposites, middle blocker, Sophia Margaret Marion. Middle blocker number 12, Fiona Innocentes. Here's your Benil Castle. And it's time to meet the starting lineup of your AFP Lady Gunwar. Opposite hitter, number 4, Yoko Gibson. Center number 7, Wendy Ann Semana. Open hitter, number 9, Joseph Wayne Cabalza. Opposite spiker, number 13, Jenny De Los Reyes. Middle blocker, number 16, Luciana Manalua. Number 20, middle blocker, Jeanette Terhina Villarreal. And libero, Gil Rose Lopez is AFP Lady Gunner.
And so the starting units of both teams have been announced by our game announcer, Julian Navarro. As it is going to be Castillo, Flores, Inocentes, Badyon, and Rojo with libero Basilio. Meanwhile, for the AFP Lady Gunnar, it's Cabalza, Villarreal, Malaluan, Yonko Kimson, Semana, and Valdez. Those starters are brought to you by Don Benitos, ang pambansang kasaba. Have you ever tried Don Benitos, Tati?
I probably should.
Yeah, very good. Both their cassava and their pichi pichi.
I've never tried cassava.
What?
I like peachy though.
Okay.
Okay.
So, but yeah, both are pretty good.
Oh, they're pretty good. You guys should try it.
Yeah.
Now serving number 6,
Here's the first serve, and Josa Cabalza immediately on the attack. A lot of activity from the side of AFP right now. And on the block, that point will go to CSB.
CSB starting off strong on their first game of the league.
And we'll need to reset.
To prevent injury, it's always important that the ref restarts the match whenever there's a ball in court.
And that hit from Villarreal goes through.
Point for AFP Gunwar. Now serving number 20.
Villarreal with a serve. Basilio with a set. But that's foiled. Oh, but the point is awarded to CSB. I didn't quite see what happened there, but it is now 2-1 in favor of CSB. Oh, off rhythm on the set there.
CSB gaining points from the errors of AFP.
Now serving number 1, Angela Castillo.
Castillo with a service. There's Joza Cabalsa with the attack. Cabalsa, notably in their previous game, suffered through cramps, but played through it.
And she played really, really well, if you remember correctly, Sir Joel. We were there when the cramps were happening, and she kept going in and out of court just to make sure that she could play for her team.
Exactly. And that is on the line for Castillo, I believe. So that is her third point. Service error. Inocentes with the error there. Service ace for Yongko Kim Song.
All right, close match here at the start of set one. We can see that both teams aren't really letting anything go, but as we know, it's a warm-up.
As another point there for AFP.
Yes, we see Badyon talking to her setter, saying that her sets need to be a little higher. Let's see if there's an adjust. It was given to the back.
That's wide from De Los Reyes, and it will go to Benilde.
More communication on Benilde's side, but then that just shows how AFP is more of the experienced players, where they're not communicating much, but they seem to be working as a whole.
Ball is over. Here's a strong attack, but it is received. The rhythm isn't there yet for either team, actually.
So, all right, Sir Joel, as we know, set one is usually where they warm up their bodies and seed out their strategies and which play works. Beautiful! Beautiful no-look drop from the setter of AFP.
That's Semana, Wendy and Semana. We saw a good number of that in the first game.
Yes, from the HTSI, our winner in the last game.
And two teammates going after the same ball.
A bit of a miscommunication there from
That was
AFP.
Cabalsa. Yeah. Cabalsa and Malaluan miscommunicating there. And here we go again. They probably need to talk a little bit more. You were saying how they didn't need to communicate as much, but
apparently they do.
yeah. As AFP Lady Gunnar get the point on that defensive sequence.
Head coach of AFP, Coach Randy, seems to be giving them a little bit of advice.
And an error there by AFP.
4 touches, unfortunately. There was a little bit of a fight in the center there.
And buzzer is blown.
A rotational error on Benilde's end.
So that, and Albert was just about to tell me what was happening.
It's okay, Albert, I'm here.
So point for AFP Gunnar. As we head to the first technical timeout of the first set, the score is 8-7 in favor of AFP. We'll be back. And CSB playing their first game here, and they are tested right away, matched up against the AFP Lady Gunnar,
Yes.
who have no losses in 2 games.
Benilde has a lot of young blood with their youngest player, born in 2007. A lot of them probably still studying in Benilde.
That was a good attack from Rojo. Serving is Basilio. Semana with a set, and good attack once again from Benilde. That's Angela Claire Castillo with the point there. Miss on the receive by Cabalza. CSB gaining a bit of ground here. 3 straight points for them.
Let's see if CSB will be able to take their advantage against AFP. AFP still trying to find the rhythm, trying to find their footing. They need to work on communication.
Oh, and the block is good. Rojo getting that. Let's take another look at that.
Again, volleyball is a game of errors. The less you make,
The better.
the better, the more chance you have of winning.
Here's Cabalza. And
It makes
just
it-
enough to keep it alive. Yonko Kim Son, that's wide. So it has been 5 straight points for CSB, prompting this timeout. We'll be back. CSB finding themselves in front right now, 12-8 against the experienced players of AFP Lady Gunnar.
You know, Sir Joel, if I was in Benilde, I'd actually feel more excited rather than nervous to go against experienced players because you get to learn.
Exactly.
And when you learn, you get to use it in your next matches.
And I am sure as a violation was called on Yonko Kim Son. So the points keep coming for CSB. And I'm sure that going back to what you were saying, CSB is going to use this the experience that they're going to get from joining this tournament in the upcoming NCAA tournament that they are joining. Semana setting up Yonko Kim Son. That's out.
Yonko Kim Son, one of the top players from last game, if we remember correctly, back in July 11, before the week-long break because of the flood.
We hope that everyone has gotten safe. Of course, the inclement weather forced us to postpone all of our games from last week. Semana has this knack of really being able to estimate how much space she has, but Rojo there, red hot on that attack.
Semana as a setter. Again, setters are not used to receiving the first ball.
Good defense by CSB. That's Inocentes. As we head to the second technical timeout, CSB is up 16-8. CSB stringing 8 straight points here in the first set to streak ahead 16-8.
All right, we see that AFP needs to figure out how they're going to go back against the younglings.
The younglings.
The Padawans. So let's see whether or not they'll be able to find their footing and regain momentum in the second half of the first set.
And that's another error on the part of AFP. Just going back to what you said, if you're saying that the CSB players are Padawans, are we claiming that the AFP players are the Jedi Masters?
I mean, when you think about it, right, they're up 2-0 in this league. So I'd like to think, in a sense, the Jedi Masters are here to teach the Padawans. But the Padawans are learning a bit too well. It's kind of an Anakin Obi-Wan situation. To all the Star Wars fans out there, I hope you understand the reference.
As Bautista gets that attack through, breaking that 9-0 run by CSB. Here is AFP on the attack. Bautista once again. Good block there once again by CSB.
Benilde in the double digits while AFP is still in the 1 digit here in the second half of the first set. We're trying to see whether or not Benilde is going to keep up their lead, or maybe AFP will be able to catch up.
Almost a fantastic play there between Semana and Malaluan. They make up for it on the second try.
Malaluan didn't seem satisfied with that first try, and I think Semana heard her. And I think that's one of the best parts between volleyball. It's the relationship between your teammates and knowing when to give it to them again.
As that goes out. And point for AFP. Here they are on the attack. That receive was a little off. Castillo just gets it over. Chance ball. Here's Bautista. Received by Castillo.
Nice cover by the libero. Calling it.
Here's Malaluan. Blocked. Once again, the defense of CSB is holding up. Against the strong AFP attack.
Benilde's offense and defense very balanced in this game right now.
Chance ball coming up. Good defense there by AFP. Back to back. CSB can't get through, but they finally do so.
The first few block coverages of AFP was really good. It seems that CSB knew that they needed to go over the block to receive that point.
As a timeout is called on the floor, the score is 20-11. We'll be back. The AFP Lady Gunnar finding themselves in an unfamiliar situation, down by 9 here, 20-11 in the first set against the younglings, according to Tati.
The Padawans.
The Padawans.
The Padawans versus the Jedis, the Jedi Masters. At least I didn't say the Jedis versus the Siths.
True. Service ace for Inocentes. She has been the stalwart for CSB here in the first set.
It's so cute because you can see the age gap.
Malaluan says, let me try and do something about that. And defense is there.
Shut down by a block by Malaluan, who I feel is getting gigil now.
Now serving, Carissa Bautista.
Bautista with the service. Basilio setting it up. Malaluan. Ball still on AFP side. De Los Reyes. Castillo getting it in the middle.
You know, you're starting to see how Benilde really reads the court. They don't just attack without thinking. You can tell that their strategy is really to read the AFP, their opponent, just so that they can get that point.
Semana to Malaluan. And another drop. Ball is still live. De Los Reyes gets it off the block.
Basilio on the floor, getting up.
She might have gotten hit. Their momentum bringing them together. De Los Reyes and Basilio. Malaluan with the service. Reception wasn't that good. Semana to De Los Reyes once again. And AFP Lady Gunnars stringing a couple of points here.
AFP not giving up their fighting spirit, trying to find a way through the attack.
De Los Reyes with that attack. Covered by Castillo. And rally still ongoing. Semana. Oh, that was behind De Los Reyes. And point finally goes to AFP. So checking into the game is Pua for Flores. Semana once again to De Los Reyes. This has been the connection. And they are slowly gaining momentum.
Slowly but surely, AFP are finding their footing now. CSB a little distraught.
And that's out. Service error for Malaluan.
Errors like that are really hard, especially if you're trying to make a comeback. That would mean that you're giving your opponent a way to find an opportunity to gain momentum again, which we know AFP is trying so hard to gain back.
And CSB will want to... Oh, there's another buzzer. It's another rotation error.
I think that's their second rotational error here in the first set.
Trying to verify if that indeed is the case. Score is 23-17. 6-point lead for CSB Quezon.
Well, you know what? At least Benilde is trying their best in terms of not letting this, making this their first game get to their head. They do not care, as you can see by the points. AFP, on the other hand, needs to make a comeback, especially since they're leading by 2-0.
Yeah.
You know, in this league, that already gives them a sense of title holding in a way, especially in the women's division.
They are up ahead right now in the women's division.
And we saw that their past 2 games were really good as well and what they are capable of. Right now, it's all about finding their footing and finding the rhythm against these newcomers into the league.
And substitution once again. Pua checks out. Checking back in is Flores. Serving for AFP. That was De Los Reyes. Semana setting it up, and that is blocked. They are at set point.
Let's see if Benilde will be able to take this home and move on to set 2.
Chance ball coming up. The attack is blocked. Basilio setting it up once again for Rojo this time. Cabalsa gets it in. I was about to say that we have not seen a lot of Cabalsa in this game.
I think right now it's their rotation and what they're trying to strategize with for now. And I think they're still finding their rhythm in terms of offense.
And so at the end of the first set, CSB Quezon will take the win 25-18, taking the first set in this NDSL volleyball series match. We'll be back for the second set. You're still with us here at the National Developmental Sports League Volleyball Series in Met Park Sports Center in Pasay City. College of St. Benilde, Quezon, surprising to say the least, AFP Lady Gunnar going ahead early, especially with that string of points that got them that win 25 to, I believe that was 18 in the first set.
Yes, we know that Benilde has been leading the entire part of set 1. Hopefully here in set 2 we'll see a little bit of the AFP finally regain their footing, trying to find their way through their offense. As for Benilde, I want to see more of their defense, maybe when their opponents finally find a way in terms of offense and their spikes. But right now, I think AFP's blocks have been very, very impressive.
Exactly. That serve by Semana. Rojo, her attack is blocked.
And this is what I've been saying about AFP's blocks. They're very consistent. But that's nothing if, you know, Benilde obviously leads in the attack points.
Exactly. Semana with the service once again. And Rojo, her attack is wide. And it will once again be a point for AFP.
I believe that's Gonzalez, not Semana.
Oh, sorry.
It's okay. The setters of AFP.
And this time, defense getting the point once again for AFP.
AFP starting off strong, gaining their momentum, unlike what they lacked last set.
And that's a service ace for Gonzalez as Benilde immediately calls a timeout. We'll be back. And you can see there, to basketball fans, that last name will be familiar. Limpot, of course, the big deal from Santa Lucia, as that's another score for Lilet Mabayad for AFP. And she continues. She has been the difference maker here in the second set for AFP.
I'm starting to think we're going to have another 5-setter game in our hands, Sergio.
So does that mean that we have the quote-unquote curse of the 5 sets?
I hope not.
As that point will now go to CSB, their first point for this set.
It's Benilde's turn to maybe turn the entire game around.
You spoke too soon, Tati.
My bad, y'all. My bad. Here we go, back to AFP. Hopefully, since they're leading by 6 points, they'll be able to extend their lead. Unless Benilde finds a way and goes back to their offensive ways.
Flores gets it over. Here's Gonzalez to Yonko Kimson. Cabalsa, she only had 2 points in the first set. Gonzalez setting up Yonko Kimson once again.
That is a very good way to use a free ball on AFP's end. Getting that play right in the off the block.
As the timeout is called on the floor, this is the technical timeout. We'll be back. The AFP Lady Gunnar, after being shocked in that first set, have come out in full force here in the second set, streaking to an 8-1 lead. After that attack, I thought it was Yonko Kimson. It was actually Cabalsa with a point in the previous play.
Cabalsa making her comeback here.
Rojo. That is wide. But it was off a block, so it will be a point.
Benilde having a chance to turn the game around. But they've been consistent with their offense, so hopefully they'll be able to find a way through.
Good attack by Cabalsa, finding the seam between the blockers and the net.
Yes, and this is what I was saying, that this is why I wanted to see whether or not Benilde has the defense in them. As we can tell that their offense is amazing, like hands down, but they need to work on their defense, especially since AFP finally found their footing in terms of attack.
As Rojo says, what you can do, I can do as well. Getting that point off the block. I think that Yesha Keith Rojo will be a vital player for CSB come the NCAA Wars.
Especially you can see her aura, and that's very important, especially in the volleyball game. And if you're down by a lot, that aura of competitiveness is very important.
As Yonko Kimson gets a service ace.
Misreceive on Benilde's, and again, they need to work on their defense. They need to find a way to stop the attacks of AFP.
Attempted drop there by Basilio, but on the attack, that's long.
Both teams' demeanors are more serious, or on this more serious end of things.
As Flores is now serving. Looks to be one of the younger, or probably the youngest player on CSB. That is on the line for Bautista. Twelve to 4 is the score. Castillo, her attack is blocked, and that is in from Mabayad. Lilet Mabayad celebrating the success of that attack.
I think Mabayad didn't think she was gonna succeed in that one. A block and then a spike right after. The giggle was very obvious in her face.
Pogo stick jump from Lilet.
Pogo stick.
Yeah. That is yet another point for AFP.
Now we have AFP in the double digits and Benilde in just the single digit.
As a timeout is called on the floor, we'll be back. The AFP Lady Gunnar have raced to an 11-point lead here in the second set. The surprise factor is gone. They now are bearing down and hunkering down to get a W. Castillo. And the joust in the middle won by CSB. That's Angela Claire Castillo for CSB. She is the stalwart.
As we know, just because a team is up 10 points doesn't mean that the game is over.
Precisely, as that is a net touch, I believe.
Volleyball, again, is a game of errors, and let's see which team can have the lesser ones, especially here in the women's division.
And not just errors, but how those errors affect the confidence and the momentum of your team.
Right, psyche is very important when it comes to
Oh, good block there by
making
Castillo.
points like that.
And yeah, I think even she was surprised. That was Basilio with that block.
It seems both teams keep getting surprised by their own greatness. That one-handed block.
It's served by Badion is long though. as we head to the second technical timeout of the second set. We'll be back. Zen Reina Basilio. Typically, she's the setter. But
Yes.
for that one sequence, she
a
was the
blocker.
defense.
Yes. An amazing one-handed block where she was even so surprised. Like her laugh afterwards made me laugh too.
As Bautista with a serve. Good hit by Inocentes.
Innocenta is very consistent with her attack points in set 1. Key player as well here in Benilde.
As Basilio will now serve. Oh, that might not be her strong suit.
Service error. Point for AFP. Lady Gunner.
That serve is wide as well. Service error.
Very
For service
unfortunate
error.
for Gonzalez because her service was consistent and she gained many aces at the start of the set.
It's Castillo with a service, and that's wide.
AFP calling for a touch. Nope, denied by the referee.
So it is a 7-point lead for AFP. Ooh, miscue on the set there,
Yes, miscommunication on the play.
but that was long.
There's a little bit of attitude and laughing on the side of AFP because of that miscommunication. Lucky them that they still got the point though.
So here's Lilette with a service. The reception was not optimal. Quick attack, and Malaluan with a hit.
Very exciting game that we have. We see that Benilde is trying to catch up as much as they can.
It is, however, a 9-point lead for AFP Lady Gunnar, 19-10.
But the game isn't over till it's over, Sir Joel, as you can tell.
Once again, Yesha Keith Rojo on fire.
Rojo also very consistent with her attack points, and when she makes a mistake, she makes up for it and continues on with the play. Again, like I mentioned, her aura seems to be also carrying the team in terms of competitiveness and keeping their focus.
Exactly, despite the fact that she actually looks like one of the younger players on the team. That countenance of competitiveness is there.
Yes, born in 2005, I believe, Flores.
There's a substitution. Cabalsa will check out. And checking in for AFP is Mary Ann Pantino de Flem. In for this service.
Good coverage there by AFP, ready for the attacks of Benilde.
Here's Flores. That's blocked by Yonko Kimson. Second serving. Double touch.
Another double touch by Maluluan, who also made that same mistake in set 1.
And that will be a violation on Rojo. She stepped on the line on her service. Okay, rookie mistake.
Can an event too, I'd like to think. I don't know a single volleyball player that has not done a foot fault at least once in their career.
Neither have I, because I haven't really, you know.
Yes. Is there anything basketball foot fault?
Oh,
Basketball?
yeah, there can be something like that, but yeah. Anyway, ball is live. Here's the attack. Good reception by the libero. Castillo, her attack is received. Good defense by CSB. That's Flores with the point off of the block.
There was a little stare down there by Vanille, knowing that that block wasn't going to be received anymore. Oh, there it is. A double check from their team.
And again, the defense. This time, Castillo dunking it down.
Okay, this is good. That means Vanille is finally upping their defensive strategy against the offense and attacks of AFP.
Semana setting up Malaluan. Malaluan saying that there was a net touch there. Oh, and Flores and Limpot with a miscommunication. Ball drops right in front of both of them.
I think this was the first miscommunication of Vanille that we're actually seeing, because a while ago we've been talking about how good they are in terms of communicating. It was only the matter of actually proving the results.
Here's Castillo, or Basilio with the setup. Castillo looking for the spot to drop the ball in. This time gets the attack. And that is a successful kill for Castillo. Checking back in is Inocentes. Straight to the front. Here is AFP on the attack. Rojo. That is on the line.
From the back line, Rojo. Good on the setter of Vanille, giving that to the back line, knowing full well that the spikers in front were ready to block her two spikers in the front line.
As a timeout is called by Coach Randy Fagliorina, we'll be back. That is on your screen, Yeshaki Rojo. On fire here for CSB.
Semana also now back in the game, changing the setter, changing the strategy.
Ball goes out, and it will be another point for CSB. Roaring back into this game, slowly but surely.
They caught up actually, Sergio.
It's now just 5 points. Oh, good on the block from De Los Reyes. Getting through that block there and getting the point for AFP. Bautista now on the serve. Castillo. Chance ball. Ooh, and that will go in.
Great use of a free ball there from the back. There was a little bit of a play done by the setter.
Over the arms of 3 blockers there. And that goes in once again for Lilet Mabayad. They're now just 1 point away from nabbing this second set and tying it at 1 set apiece.
Set point.
Switching players for AFP. Bayad wanted to get one over CSB. Chance ball. There's a setup. Yongo Kim Son ends the second set.
Yongo Kim Son, more star player last game. Now making her statement to end this second set.
As the AFP Lady Gunnar take the second set 25-18 off of that kill from Yonko Kim Son. We'll be back for the third set. This is the NDSL Volleyball Series. We are all tied at 1 set apiece as the AFP Lady Gunnar matching the output of the CSB Quezon in that second set, showing a little bit more force. Cabalsa and Yonko Kim Son coming into play for that second set, getting them the points.
We've actually been wanting them to attack ever since we saw their, obviously, how they played last game. We were expecting them to, carry the team. It's good now that they finally found their footing as a team in terms of offense. And now it's Benilde's turn to show whether or not they can defend against these experienced Jedi Masters, as we say.
And in that second set as well, Lilet Mabayad scoring 5 points on her own. Huge part of the offense of that second set.
Maluluan also one of the main defenders of AFP in terms of blocking.
So we're just about ready to start the third set. AFP making sure that they have the right rotation so that they don't get called for a violation. And that's Zen Reina Basilio, the setter for CSB Quezon.
Basilio has been having some nice calls, nice plays, ready for her team, whether even utilizing the back line.
Exactly.
With the likes of Rojo.
And that is a point for Malaluan.
Starting off with a drop ball right in the center.
And another point. This time for Benilde. Castillo with the service. Oh, that was a nice quick, but there's a violation. What do you call that violation? Overreaching?
I believe so.
Now serving.
Because Semana was just setting it on her side, and then one of the Benil players,
Tried to reach for
yeah,
it.
no look drop once again. This time not successful though. Meanwhile, Castillo.
It was a good attempt nonetheless.
Mhm.
Now serving behind the Santos.
Inocentes with the serve. Just goes in.
76, platform, Castle.
And Benil up by 1. Similar, but it was a little longer. Ball is live. Here's Cabalsa. Finds the spot in the middle.
Now serving.
Rosa Cabalsa, the player of the game in their previous game against the HTSI, now serving. Flores, good attack there. Last shot doesn't go over.
Very good attempt in terms of coverage by AFP. Reaction time was really, really good, but they just couldn't put it over.
And here's Yesha Rojo. Her serve is a little too strong.
Rojo, one of the leading attackers for Benil in this game.
It's been her and Castillo for CSB, and now Flores wants to join the fray.
All of Benil, they give a very youthful, cutesy vibe, but also at the same time, you can tell that they are here to win. They are here to try and gain advantage against their seniors.
That attack is blocked, and the point is completed for AFP.
It's a very close game, Sir Joel. None of the teams are really giving in or showing any advantage over the other.
That is a service error. Here is Benilde on the serve. Good attack by Bautista. And it is a seesaw battle. These two teams are just exchanging points.
The one who served in CSB was actually the eldest in their team, Camille Tan.
Here is AFP once again. Ball is live. Oh, the reception wasn't good though. So it will go to AFP. CSB claiming that there were 4 touches, but I think because that one sequence when one CSB player touched it, so the number of touches reset for them. As that is a point for CSB. Castillo continuing to show the way. Malaluan. Her attack was blocked.
Malaluan at least still trying to attack for AFP, leading their offense as much as she can.
As we head to the first technical timeout of the 3rd set, we'll be back. The CSB Quezon is up ahead by 1 point, 8-7 here in this third set, a crucial set, as the match is tied at 1 set apiece.
All right, now we have to make sure that one of the teams learn how to pull away, or we're gonna have a very, very close game indeed, and this will go to 5 sets.
Cabalsa, the timing was a little off there.
Attempting to do a feint, I believe.
Yonko Kim Son, that's received by Flores. Here's Castillo. They've been fielding her attacks in this set as Cabalsa gets that kill.
Cabalsa with the feint a while ago said, okay, never mind then, and proceeded with a very good off-the-block attack point.
Now serving Gonzalez.
Jane Gonzalez with a smile with her many, many service aces in this game.
Good defense, but it goes out, so point will go to CSB. We are once again seeing a seesaw battle. Teams just exchanging points. And the trend continues. Here's Malaluan with the service. That is on the line for Inocentes.
Inocentes, Castillo, Rojo. All three of them very good spikers for their team right now.
Inocentes is serving.
The best part, all three are different positions.
Good pancake by Castillo there. Keeps the ball alive. Chance ball. And it goes out though.
Castillo again with a pancake. It's good to note that like Castillo, Rojo, and Inocentes, they're all middle, outside hitter and opposite spiker, which means that their setter, Basilio, is actually utilizing all her positions pretty well.
But they need to stop giving service, making service errors.
Yes. Wasn't there a team like that as well? Like last time we covered in July 11, Sergio.
Yes, exactly. So history repeating itself, maybe. Rojo with a fiery attack.
Wow. Just wow.
Let's take another look at that. Good set as well from Basilio. Yonko Kimson finding the spot in the middle.
Yonko Kimson again with her consistent attack points. Hopefully we see more of her throughout the game as we've seen her in the past couple of games as well.
She is serving right now. And a bit of sass there from Lilet Mabayad after that error.
Both teams have been exhibiting a very big amount of sass to each other. There are a lot of stare downs that have been happening in this court.
And that's a service ace.
Service ace, point for AFP Lady Gunners.
Yonko Kimson again, being the offensive attacker she is.
As that finally breaks that 3-point swing by AFP.
Now we're back to a tie, a very close match again. Hopefully this means that Benilde might be able to pull away with an opportunity like this because of the momentum shift that might happen.
Here's a set. Good defense there. That goes out, and it will be a point for Benilde.
A good attempt by AFP's Livero Valdez, trying to still get it over.
And Mabayad couldn't get it over. So 3 straight errors for AFP has given CSB a 2-point lead. Good defense once again. That's Basilio and Tan. As we head to the second technical timeout of the third set, we'll be back. CSB Quezon, after getting 4 straight points, they're now up by 3, 16-13 here in the crucial third set of the NDSL Inaugural Women's Volleyball Series 2025.
But as we know, AFP has a very good chance of actually catching up, even though they're down, which they did in their last game, which they won. And that was also a very close game.
Exactly. That went to 5 sets as well.
Are we having another 5 sets, or
that might be our thing, Patty.
Oh no.
As that ball goes out and the 4-point run for CSB is cut. They let Mabayad with the service. Here's Castillo with the attack. Oh, that goes in. Rojo and Flores immediately recognized that that was going in. Mabayad with another serve. Castillo softer on the attack this time and gets it to go.
As we can tell, Benilde's offense is very diverse. They're not sticking to just one side, one player. Basilio is utilizing all the aspects of her spikers as much as she can.
As you have a new player on the court, she has come back in. That's Francesca Delgado.
Jersey number 1.
And another point for Mary Jean Balse. The number 5s on either team exchanging points. That's Balse for AFP and Castillo for CSB. Defense is there. And Cabalso was looking at the ball dropping down to the floor.
Inocentes seemed to hesitate to get the ball when it was received. I think we're starting to see a little bit of pagod on Benilde's end.
Castillo's like, what pagod?
What pagod? They are training in the Army AFP after all.
Oh, nice quick play there. And they do it once again. Still nothing. And another point off the block there for Balse.
Balse with her blocking, it's because she is, in fact, very tall.
Timeout called by CSB Quezon. We'll be back. Lady Gunnar behind Mary Jean Balse have gotten the lead back with 3 straight points. Meanwhile, the CSB Quezon trying to get their bearings and take this crucial third set. Rojo with a soft attack.
Rojo really utilizing her different ways of attacking. She really knows how to read. If you've noticed, she knows how to read the court, read her opponents, and also at the same time still look out for her teammates in this game.
And Cabalsa, her attack is blocked. And once again, that is Rojo. Let's take another look at that defense of Benilde holding up here. You were looking for that defense earlier, Tati.
Yes. I think they're finally adjusting to the attacks of AFP as they should.
Cabalsa, her attacks have been foiled time and again.
Good on Benilde knowing how to adapt and adjust to their opponents on the other side. Especially since we've been saying AFP does have more experience in volleyball.
Here's the set. Balse. This time Limpot with the reception. Flores.
Backline attack foot fault, I believe.
For those of us who are not familiar with that, Tati, what is a backline foot fault?
So basically, if you're attacking from the back line, you cannot pass the back line that you see on court. That's why it's there to make sure that you do not cheat as well.
So even as you're jumping, or you shouldn't step? You can jump past the line.
You can't jump past the line.
Oh, okay.
You can step, I guess, but you're not allowed to jump past it.
I see.
You're not allowed to attack past it.
So that's Volleyball 101. Care of Tati Dulce.
Yes. Hello, everyone. That's why I am here.
Not the only reason why you did that, of course. As Castillo is serving, they're up by 2, 21-19. As that is off the block. Yonko Kim Son with another point. Here's Malaluan. There's a violation. And it will be another point for AFP. This score is tied at 21 all. Just underscores
We're only in the third
how
set.
crucial this set is. Yes, and it's only the third one. Good receive by Malaluan there. Here's Yonko Kim Son. That is a good block by the CSB defense. But Cabalsa finally punching it through.
And just as we were saying, even though this is only the third set, it's very important that if it's 1-1 in terms of sets, whoever takes the next set, it's because they want to gain the momentum and put pressure on their opponent.
Exactly. As we go to this time out, the score is 22-21 in favor of AFP. We'll be back. Jolza Cabalsa, she has been trying to get her points but has not been too successful. Only got one through that in the previous sequence. Flores, her attack is received. Here's Cabalsa once again. Basilio was there to receive. Cabalsa, they're trying to activate her. Intentionally getting the ball to her. But the defense of CSB is there to stop whatever attempt she makes.
It's a very close game, Sir Joe. Don't really know who's gonna win this set.
Again, as you mentioned already, we've been saying it time and again, this is a very crucial set.
Whoever takes this set puts pressure on the next team in the fourth, whether or not we move on to a fifth.
And that is a violation. So once again, AFP is up 23 to 22. Huge opportunity for them. Ooh, that serve is low.
But you know what? This says a lot about Benilde and their skill level. And that maybe they might be a team to worry about this upcoming NCAA.
That's quite true. If they're able to hold up against this AFP team, point is awarded to CSB. Timeout by AFP Lady Gunnar. They're on the verge of losing the third set. We'll be back. CSB Quezon with a prime opportunity to get a 2-1 set lead against the AFP Lady Gunnar, hoping to be the first team to put a blemish on the record of the AFP Lady Gunnar here in the NDSL Volleyball Series 2025. Rojo with a service. Here's Yongko Kim Son. That is good defense once again by CSB. Castillo, they get it over, pancake, and free ball. Good attack finally.
Basilio finding that opening.
And so the set goes to CSB Quezon. They're now up 2-1 as we take another look at what transpired in that last play. The drop ball from Zen Basilio. We'll be back for the fourth set. This is the NDSL 2025 Volleyball Series. You're still with us here at the Met Park Sports Center for the second game of 4 in the NDSL Volleyball Series 2025 inaugural season. So you take a look at the highlights. That summary, of course, was brought to you by Black Mamba. CSB Quezon finding themselves up 2-1 over the lossless AFP Lady Gunnar. Joel Parcon still here with you alongside my partner Tati Dulce, bringing you this ball game.
We love an underdog story, don't we, Sir Joel? I was saying from the beginning that this is actually a very good opportunity for Benilde to continue to build their skills and obviously read into their seniors, read into their athletes, and hopefully learn a thing or two and put it in court.
Exactly. And they will have the opportunity to not just learn, but show not just the AFP Lady Gunners, but the rest of those of you watching that they mean business. Set number 4.
Serving again is Jade Gonzalez because she is actually doing a lot of service aces ever since the start of set 1.
Here is Castillo. Good reception there. Yonko Kimson. Castillo once again. Ball is still live. Good defense. CSB has been banking a lot on that blocking to get them a lot of their opportunities to score.
That is true. It's a good adjustment on their end, especially since in the first set they weren't really big on defense and they were more focusing on their offense, and they struggled in the second set. But then now in the third set and in the fourth, they found their footing in terms of blocks.
But they will need to fine-tune that service
And minimize their errors as well if they want to end this game here and now before AFP finds a way to bring this to the 5th set.
Here's Flores. Oh, that's on the line. And here's Inocentes serving. Free ball. Basilio setting it up and dunking it down. Was it all? That was a wonderful sequence there. Another free ball, but the set wasn't too well. Here come AFP. Again, the defense, the blocking of CSB really getting them through. And another point to CSB.
CSB looking ecstatic after that amazing play of defense from the block to the pancake to making sure that their floor is covered, and obviously giving that attack to AFP.
Yonko Kimson. And Castillo frustrated with how her attack came out.
After all, this is a crucial set for CSB. They could end the game right here if they want to.
Rosa Cabalsa. Here comes Flores. Good block there by Yonko Kimson. Back-to-back blocks, but it goes out.
Flores not being able to get through the blockers of AFP, especially in terms of height difference. It's very evident by the net.
Here's AFP on the attack. Another quick, and that goes in.
I think Maluluan's getting a bit serious now.
That Gonzalez Malaluan connection is really strong. Here's Gonzalez once again. Goes to Bautista this time. And that is in.
Bautista taking it home. We haven't seen much of Bautista actually this entire game.
Exactly. That's a service ace.
Actually, AFP hasn't been utilizing their wings as much as they should.
As a substitution, Castillo given a breather. Pua checking back into the game. Yonko Kimson with the service. Here's Rojo. Gonzalez to Malaluan once again! Paying dividends, that connection between Gonzalez and Malaluan.
Here we go again, Sergio. Another close match between CSB and AFP. Nobody again wanting to pull away at the start of the set.
Flores able to get that through. And that will be a violation for AFP. Cutting their 4 straight points. As Flores will now serve for CSB Quezon. And another quick attack. Malaluan with a kill.
Now serving.
Pua will have a chance. Here she comes again and gets that to go.
Now serving.
Score is tied at 7-all. Point before the technical timeout. And AFP keeping the ball in play. CSB saying that they didn't touch that ball, but the referee saying that it is still in play. And that's in. As Villarreal scores the point, the 8th, as we head into the first technical timeout. We'll be back. And Yesha Keith Rojo has been on fire throughout this ball game. She has 14 points to her name by my count.
Honestly, we have Benil looking like they really want to take this home. And judging by their offense, they seem to be doing pretty well. But are they up against the actual offensive strategy of AFP, which they are pretty serious about not letting CSB beat their win streak right now?
AFP is up by 1, 8-7. As that is a point for AFP Lady Gunner. A little off on the reception. Here's Bua on the attack once again. Cabalsa too strong on her attack.
Cabal's a bit inconsistent this entire game.
That's true. She only has 7 points to her name. And there she goes saying, "What do you mean inconsistent, Tati?"
You want consistency? I'll show you. I guess I keep speaking too soon every single time.
Well, if we don't speak, then there won't be anything happening on the coverage.
True.
As there's a violation.
Double contact on Yonko.
Either Yonko Kimson or Cabalsa, I believe, who are with the service. Just enough. And she meant for that to happen.
Totally. She did a little peace sign to AFP and her teammates.
Cabalsa across.
One-handed set by Jane Gonzalez there, especially since the receive wasn't that good.
The setters of AFP are good on that one-handed set.
Yes, Semana and Gonzalez.
Flores, that's long. And the referees need to confer. The point will go to AFP. And serving right now is Villarreal. Rojo once again. Flores. Cabalsa, soft touch this time. And the point will go to CSB on that kill.
Still anyone's ball game here on the first half of the fourth set.
That was Rojo. AFP was a little distracted because they thought that Basilio went over. Speaking of going over, that's another foot fault. This time by Inocentes.
Yes. But let's all remember that these players are pretty young. Very young. Again, their youngest is born in 2007.
There you go.
On average, they're born like 2004, 2005.
Here's Rojo. That strong attack is just fiery. She will now serve. Here's Flores this time. That's wide. Point goes to AFP. They're up by 2, 14-12. Yonko Kimson with the service. And good serve there.
I think the coaches of Benil, they're getting a bit frustrated there in the bench.
And here comes the crew of Met Park Sports Center. Ever so attentive.
Well, I think also at the same time, right? If you're leading 2-1, you don't want to bring this to a fifth set and give the momentum back to your opponents.
Exactly. Referee having a discussion with Basilio, probably in connection with, I don't know what this is about. All right. So play continues. We don't have a mic with our referee, so we don't really know what they were talking about there. Here comes AFP. Flores. Another set. Free ball. And the quick is wide.
All right, CSB has a chance now to turn the game around.
They're down by just 2, 15-13. Joust at the net. And we go to the second technical timeout after that score by De Los Reyes. We'll be back. AFP Lady Gunnar seeking to tie this match up at 2 sets apiece. CSB hoping to put the first blemish on AFP's record here. They have been led mostly by Yesha Keith Rojo. Meanwhile, Mary Jean Balse, who had a good run in that third set, is now back. Malaluan with the serve. Chance ball here. Balse with the attack.
Nice skill by Balse, not holding back. And I think that's what I've been trying to say also, Sir Joel, is that they shouldn't hesitate when it comes to attacking, which Benilde has been doing. But AFP hasn't been hesitating, and they've just kept on hitting and hitting no matter the error.
Speaking of errors,
Which they should lessen if they want to take home this set.
they are still up by 3. Mana setting it up. Balse once again. That is in for the Lady Gunners. De Los Reyes with the points.
I think Benilde needs to really catch up right now, especially now that we're on the 18th point for AFP. If they reach the 20s, it's going to be harder for CSB to catch up.
As Pua's attack is long. 19-14. 5-point lead now for the AFP Lady Gunnar. Oh, miscue on the quick. Timeout is called by CSB Quezon. They're down 20-14. We'll be back. AFP Lady Gunner showing their veteran spirit, wanting to force this into a fifth set.
Right, the Jedi Masters trying to show their Padawans who's actually boss.
As De Los Reyes will serve once again, but that time it is long. And then Reina Basilio. Quick attack is received. Pua, the strong hit goes in.
Pua, although quite inconsistent in this match, when she does attack, it's quite strong. She still has a long way to go in her team here in Benilde.
Exactly. As that's a free ball. Rojo once again wanting to dunk it through. This time with force, and it's in. As a timeout is called by AFP Lady Gunnar, that lead is now down to 3, 20-17. We'll be back. CSB trying to climb out of this three-point hole. They have the opportunity here. It has been Rojo and Pua red hot in this fourth set. Balse finding that space.
Very good by Bausa, trying to see that that was going to be a spike, but it fainted. Good on her. Okay, Gonzalez is back
Gonzalez, yung Yonko Kimson,
in. The duo,
Cabalsa are back.
they've had enough rest.
Here's Pua, that's long. AFP 3 points away from forcing a fifth and deciding set. Here's Rojo, soft touch this time. Cabalsa immediately regretted the kind of shot that she took, as CSB gets the point there.
We'll see whether or not CSB can turn this now around with an opportunity to take the momentum back from AFP.
And almost but not quite for Castillo.
Good attempt though by Castillo. You know what they say, the ball isn't dead until the ball is dead. Do people actually say?
I don't know.
Actually say that. Probably. Don't quote me on that.
It will now be a quote attributed to Tati Dulce 2025. The ball isn't dead until the ball is dead.
And the ball
Just
is
like
dead.
Yeah, that one there. Flores punching it through.
Honestly, Benilde spikers have been completely outstanding in terms of their spikes. A lot of kills by various players on each position.
Inocentes, she hasn't been too active on the offensive end in this set. Meanwhile, Cabalsa starting up, getting that kill. Warning point No, last point. Set point for AFP. Oh, that was a miscalculation by Bautista there. So an error.
All right, if AFP wants to take this home, they should get that one big attack point and not wait for Benil to make an error.
Well, they all just needed to wait for that error.
I really need to stop talking. It's like everything I say, it just happens.
And so, AFP ties the count at 2 sets apiece as we head to Tati's and my second 5-setter for this day. We'll be back for the 5th and deciding set. And here is the set summary brought to you by Black Mamba, Tati's favorite drink. It is 2 sets apiece for AFP and CSB. From that 4th set, AFP got ahead quickly through a lot of quicks.
Actually, I think AFP, their main advantage is actually the fact that they ended up adapting to CSB's offense. And I think when they got the hang of that, it was easier for AFP to be like, yeah, we're gonna show you, and then bounce back, which I think involves the fact that they had a lot of experience.
Exactly.
And you can tell Benil makes a lot of rookie mistakes, which is not their fault, especially since this is, again, a preseason league, and this is them warming up for the NCAA. So I'd like to think just the fact that they got to the 5th set with AFP is already a big deal. And if they take this home, this is big for them.
Exactly.
This is a very, very big game for them. What a debut. What a debut.
And what a debut for that's Yesha Rojo. According to my unofficial tally, she already has 17 points. And she has been set up several times by the queen setter, Zen Reina Basilio.
Reina Basilio.
Yeah. So I'm coming up with all of these monikers.
Oh, that's great. See, Basilio, if you rewatch this, you are now Queen Basilio. You know what, Sir Joel? You should think of a nickname for everyone. I'll think of a nickname for everyone.
Yeah.
Look at this. Jane the Ace Gonzalez.
There you go. And she is serving right now. Here's Basilio setting up Castillo this time, but violation.
Net touch, I believe, by Benil. They really cannot risk those types of errors here in the 5th set. Again, it's only up until 15 points, as we've seen in the last game.
Exactly. And Castillo has slowed down. She did not actually score in that 4th set. As Inocentes scores for CSB. That's a service error.
Probably. Probably, especially if they're trying to take this last set seriously. It's anyone's game. Again, both are very equal in skill. It's all about experience and who can hold on in this match.
In a test of nerves, I think that the team with a little bit more experience has the small advantage. So
But we'll see.
we'll
Again,
see
we
how
love an
CSB
underdog
exactly.
story. And what a debut it will be if they win.
Here's Basilio setting it up. Attack is blocked. Another attack is through, this time from Flores. And the score is now 3-2 in favor of AFP.
Now serving Francesca Delgado.
Delgado with a service. Ball is live. Still ongoing. Free ball. Here we go with a quick, but Benilde was there for it. Cabalsa with the second attempt, and it doesn't go through.
Cabalsa needs to find her footing here in the fifth set, especially since she did so well with Kim Son in the last game.
Service error for, that's Delgado, so point goes back to AFP.
That's Benilde's second error, which has given AFP 4 points already now, which I don't think they can actually risk with their standing.
Oh, good kill there. Good setup. I think that CSB was waiting for the quick with Malaluan when all of a sudden it went to Yonko Kimson. See, the blockers were there for Malaluan, opening that lane up for Yonko Kimson. As a timeout is called by CSB Quezon. We'll be back. AFP Lady Gunnar up 5-3 in this fifth and deciding set. Josa Cabalsa serving. She slowly ramped up her activity and now has 11 points to her name. Basilio setting up Rojo, and the receive by Valdez was off. That's why Cabalsa couldn't do anything with it. That is a point for CSB. And another service error for CSB.
They really cannot risk these errors, especially right now. What? That's 3 points free to AFP now.
Drop by Basilio goes in.
Basilio really finding those long drop balls, those shots at zone 1 and zone 5.
And she, I believe, is one of the senior members of this CSB team. Good defense, resulting in that point for Malaluan. Oh, that's now they have a service error. As Malaluan will step up.
Apologizing to the coaching staff, Maluluan did.
Couple of substitutions for CSB.
Lubiano coming in and Inocentes.
And Lubiano will serve. Oh, that went right over. Here's the set. And they're just playing near the net. And it goes out.
Lubiano, I believe, is a defensive specialist coming in for service and defense.
Substitutions, Semana and Balse checking in for Gonzalez and Yonko Kimson.
Semana, Balse, Yoko Kimson, and Gonzalez, the duos, changing up strategies.
And that is in. Beautiful set for Bautista as we will now switch sides.
I'm quite excited for how the rest of the second half is going to go because it's still anyone's game.
Exactly.
Nobody is leading in offense, no one's leading in defense. There are the same amount of errors on both teams, both service and just attack errors. It's just the matter of who holds on right now, and I'm sure both teams are not pagod, as you can tell. They want to fight.
Exactly. No one is giving an inch. Oh, poor receive there. Attack was still made. Here's Balse. Her attack finally blocked. But still, that goes in.
What a quick thinking attack that was by the middle blocker of AFP.
That's Villarreal thinking on her feet.
2 touches and it was over.
At Basilio setting up Inocentes perfectly there.
For Benil, it was 3 touches and it was over. Inocentes and Basilio, what a duo as well. Basilio's now in the back line, which means she has 3 spikers.
Here's Limpot. Gets it to Castillo. That is blocked. Rojo over the defense and onto the floor.
A miscommunication by Semana and Kalisen, I believe? Bautista, sorry.
Here comes the attack once again. Cabalsa gets it over. Inocentes getting it in.
Benild's bench getting a little excited now as they take the lead. AFP getting serious, not wanting their win streak to end. Is this the story of the underdogs?
They still keep it in play. That was Balse. Here's Rojo. Semana setting up Balse. Yes!
I really should just stop talking. It's anyone's game.
As Gonzalez will check back in alongside Yonko Kimson, Balse and Semana take a seat.
Honestly, that's really smart on AFP and switching up strategies in the 5th set, seeing what works, seeing what will get them gain the lead.
They get it over. Here's the setup. Castillo. I don't know if that's what she intended to do. Flores. AFP looking to attack. Good receive by Flores. 2 players going for the ball there. They lack 1 player on defense, and finally, that's a kill from Yonko Kimson.
Tomas is...
Yeah, she's a little shaken up.
She's switching liberos now for her to rest.
Limpo checking back in. Actually, this is something that they've been doing.
Yes, the offensive-defensive strategy of liberos. There's an offensive libero and a defensive libero. Right now, we have our defensive libero.
Oh, a little too high on the set. Error there. And AFP starting to feel it. As the timeout is called on the floor, the score is 12-10. We'll be back. And that is the bench of CSB Quezon. Then Reina Basilio needs to get her team in line to try and get past the AFP Lady Gunnar. Castillo, her attack is blocked. They get it over. Gonzalez, and that goes out. AFP really getting animated now.
We're trying to see whether or not CSB will give in to the pressure, but team captain Basilio seems to be hyping her teammates up as she should, game maker and team captain.
Oh, nice drop there by Gonzalez.
Gonzalez, known for her famous drop balls. I mean, as I was saying, setters, the only way that you can gain points is through your service, which Jane Gonzalez has been doing, or through your drop balls, which Jane Gonzalez has been doing.
And poor receive results in that point as Jane Gonzalez closes this out for the AFP Lady Gunnar. They win 15-10 in this fifth and final set and take a 3-2 match win versus the promising young ladies of the CSB Quezon team.
Good job to both teams. It was a very equal matchup between both of, these amazing players.
And so the AFP Lady Gunnar will continue to have a winning streak. They now have 3 games under their belt. And this is the set recap. First set went to CSB, and then AFP got the second. Third went back to CSB, and then AFP got the fourth and the last set. That set recap is brought to you by Black Mamba. As we take a look at some highlights from set number 5, CSB was actually in this. It was a tightly fought set for both teams. The young ladies of CSB Quezon were really giving AFP a run for their money, and AFP Lady Gunnars took home the win, and due in large part to our player of the game, and she is with Tati right now.
Thank you. I am here with Youngko Kim-sun. Hello. So how was winning again, especially this is now your 3-0 win streak?
Siyempre happy, lalo ngayon, knowing St. Benilde is champion team sa NCAA. Talagang kinausap kami ng coach namin na hindi kami dapat mapagod agad. Kailangan makuha talaga namin tong game na to. Para sa mga susunod na games, high moral kami.
Do you have any thing you want to say to CSB, especially since you know that this was their first game, and again, they're the champion team of NCAA. What do you expect and what do you want to say?
siguro yung Benil babawi yan pagka nakapasok din talaga sa semis. Pero ngayon, ang focus namin is mapanalo namin yung remaining games namin and makapasok din kami sa semis din.
Okay, do you have anyone you want to shout out? Teammates, friends, family?
Yun, binabati ko yung mom ko. Happy birthday, mami. Sa asawa ko, kay Jonas Gimson, kay Forrest Gaya, kay General Browner, Sir, General Cabreros, General Musngi, Colonel Makasait, Colonel La Chica, Joy Dacaron, hello girl, and sa mga teammates ko sa Air Force, and sa teammates ko rin sa AFP Lady Gunners din, pati na din sa family naming lahat. Tito Boy, hello. Sino pa ba? Hello, Doc Xavier. Yun.
Thank you so much. Can't wait to see your next games. Okay, that's all, Sir Joel.
And congratulations, Yari, Yonko Kimson, our Spalding standout spiker. Up next, it's VNS going up against Signal. This is, of course, the third of 4 games for the NDSL Volleyball Series 2025. On behalf of my partner, Tati Dulce, this has been Joel Parcon. We'll see you in the next game. We move to the men's division.